Hey Chris, as you can see today we're reading Mr. Tall by Roger Hargreaves. I'd like to talk a bit about the backstory of Mr. Tall. Roger Hargreaves wrote it during an 8-week crystal meth binge inspired by a really tall person he saw in the Guinness Book of World Records called DOMICAN, who was reported to be 10'6". He weighed only about 12 stone, which, for someone who's 10'6" is quite slim. So he was also just a head on a pair of legs. Look him up, Sean Domican. I thought that was an interesting footnote. That being said, let's just get into the book. Subscribe to my channel first of all. I could be tactical about this and just refuse to start reading until you've hit subscribe. I can tell I'm watching. I can see you through this. I can do that. It's a YouTube. It's a paid feature of YouTube. I can see you masturbating to this video. I can see it happening. It's horrible. Mr. Tall was very, very, very tall. Quite the tallest person you've ever met. In fact, quite the tallest person you've never met, because you've never met anybody with legs as tall as Mr. Tall's legs, have you? I have. I've met Sean Domican. A couple of people have met Sean Domican. I met him at a Star Wars convention. He was dressed as Darth Vader. He had an extra large Darth Vader costume and he was enormous. Just throwing it out there. Answer Mr. Hargreaves' question. He tried to catch me out. He's failed. On we go. 1-0 to the Kinsel dog. Now, the problem with being as tall as Mr. Tall meant that life was just one long problem. More of a tall problem, huh? I'll show you the picture to show you how much of a problem it is. He has a double erection in his bed. 2 erections. Twice as bad as 1 erection. 1 erection is hard enough to deal with. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. We're only on page 3. This is a bit of a calamity, but we'll try our best. Oh dear, he used to sigh. Oh dear me, I do so wish that my legs weren't so very, very, very long. He decided to go for a walk to think over his problem. He was just stepping over a tree when he heard a voice. A little voice. Hello, said the little voice, I guess. It was Mr. Small standing underneath a daisy. Okay, one's bigger than a tree, one's underneath a daisy. Just to get the scale right there in your head. There he is, beneath the daisy, having the time of his small life. So Mr. Small shouted at the top of his voice, hello. A Mr. Small shout is about as loud as a bee's sneeze. There's no way Mr. Tall's going to hear this, so I assume Mr. Tall is going to crush him. Just smash him to death. Perhaps not, we'll see. No, he doesn't crush him to death anyway, so it took quite some time for Mr. Tall to spot him. Oh, he said gloomily, it's you. You don't look very happy, said Mr. Small. What's up? I am, replied Mr. Tall. If he's talking about the double erection, then I actually feel kind of harrowing for a kid's book. But oh no, because of these silly long legs of mine, better than the double erection. Still not good, but definitely better than the double erection. Mr. Small decided to cheer him up. Let's go for a walk together, he suggested. So they did, which of course didn't work. It was like a giraffe going for a walk with a mouse, which is ridiculous. You would never see that in the zoo. They keep those 2 animals completely separate. Like, you have the mouse habitat and the giraffe habitat, because they hate each other. They're natural born enemies. Then Mr. Small had an idea which did work. He sat on Mr. Tall's head. And because of the length of Mr. Tall's legs, they very quickly walked all the way to the seaside. Come for a swim, cried Mr. Small. Mr. Small really doesn't get it. Can't, replied Mr. Tall. By the time it gets deep enough for me to swim, I'll be out on the other side. It's not really how water works. It doesn't get deeper and deeper and deeper till you reach the next country. That'd be, how it's obvious that it doesn't work. I don't have to explain it. So Mr. Tall went for a swim while Mr. Small went for a swim. Mr. Tall just sat on the cliff, looking upset. He actually tried to jump off the cliff, but he's too tall to jump off anything. There you go. Mr. Tickle came along. Oh good. That's what this story Hello, he said. You look as if you need cheering up. Care for a tickle? What are you, like some kind of prostitute or something? No thanks, replied Mr. Tall. What I would care for are some different legs. Mine are much too long. He's gonna try to tickle his legs. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Everybody get ready. So are my arms, said Mr. Tickle cheerfully, but all the better for tickling. Off he went, chuckling, looking for somebody to tickle. Looking for anybody to tickle. You just know his facial expression, that looking for anybody to tickle, including children. That's basically what I'm getting out of that. Mr. Nosy came along. They're all going to the seaside. Must be a nice day. Cheer up, he said. You look very down in the mouth. What's the problem? It's my legs, replied Mr. Tall. They're too long. So's my nose, replied Mr. Nosy, laughing. But all the better for poking into other people's business. What a dick. He went off looking for something to be nosy about. Looking for anything to be nosy about. If you want something, Mr. Tickle's down the church molesting some kids. I wish I hadn't said that. Mr. Greedy came along. Hello, he cried. You look gloomy. What's wrong? It's my legs, explained Mr. Tall. They're too big. So is my tummy, replied Mr. Greedy, but all the better for filling with food. These people are selfish. Off he went, licking his lips. Mr. Tall sat there and thought about Mr. Tickle's arms and Mr. Nosy's nose and Mr. Greedy's tummy. Mr. Sea Dog's dick. He smiled and then he grinned. Wow, this has been bad. Then he laughed out loud. He looked at his legs, those very, very, very long legs of his. All the better for walking, he chuckled, and walked home in 4 minutes. 40 miles. 4 minutes, very good. Mr. Small came out of the sea after his short swim. And how am I going to get home, he asked himself. He's been stranded. So he set off walking all the way home, 40 miles. That was last year. He hasn't been seen since. Subscribe. Don't.